Hey, welcome. Today we're going to tackle a huge idea, something that affects pretty much all of us. We're talking about happiness, wealth, and that feeling that you're always running on a treadmill, chasing something that, just stays out of reach.
This is not a new problem. We're talking thousands of years ago. King Solomon absolutely nailed this paradox. The more you chase something, whether it's money, success, whatever, the less satisfied you feel when you actually get it. It's like a hunger that just never gets filled.
And that really brings us to the big question here, doesn't it? If having more and more stuff isn't the answer, then what is? Who is the person we can look at and say, now that person is truly rich? Let's dig in.
This whole never-ending chase, it isn't just some dusty old philosophical idea. It's something we all feel. We're so convinced that the next phone, the next promotion, the next whatever, that's going to be the thing. That's when we can finally relax. But it almost never is, right?
So what is the root cause of all this chasing? Well, the diagnosis is actually surprisingly simple. It comes down to one word: entitlement. See, deep down, a lot of us walk around with this quiet little voice telling us that we deserve certain things from life. And our unhappiness, it's just the gap between what we expect to get and what we actually have. And this is what we can call the entitlement trap. Now, to really understand how it works, and more importantly, how we can get out of it, we've got to ask ourselves a few really simple but kind of tough questions. The first thing we have to do is really question this whole feeling. I mean, we think we deserve a good job, a nice car, a happy life. But let's just strip all that away for a second. Let's go back, way back, to the absolute basics. Do we really deserve any of it? Just think about it for a second. Did you do anything to earn your own existence? Or was it just a gift? What about the absolute basics, the nourishment that literally kept you alive when you were a baby? Or how about that first little taste of freedom and joy, maybe on a bike when you were a kid? And let's bring it to right now, the oxygen that is literally filling your lungs as you listen to this. Did you do anything to earn that? The answer to all of these questions is, of course, no. It's all a gift. So this is the trap in a nutshell. When we believe we're owed things, it's a total lose-lose situation. If we don't get what we think we deserve, we feel ripped off, angry, disappointed. But if we do get it, we just feel nothing, indifferent. I mean, it was expected, right? There's just no room for any real joy. Okay, so if entitlement is the problem, what's the solution? Well, it's about a complete radical shift in how we see things, a totally new starting point. Instead of focusing on what we think we're owed, we start focusing on what we're given. There's this story that just perfectly captures the difference here. The author bought his daughter a $100 camera as a gift, and her reaction, coming from that entitlement mindset, was to complain that it wasn't good enough. But from a gratitude mindset, there's only one possible response, right? Thank you for the camera. One way of thinking creates frustration, the other creates genuine joy.
So here it is. This is the core of the whole idea. The big shift is to change your default setting. Instead of starting your day feeling like the world owes you something, you start from absolute zero. You start with the assumption that you are owed absolutely nothing.
And you know what happens when your baseline is zero? Everything, and I mean everything above that becomes a bonus. That cup of coffee isn't something you're entitled to, it's a bonus. Your home isn't a given, it's a bonus. The people in your life, they're bonuses too. All of a sudden, every single good thing feels like an unexpected gift. So how does this actually work in our day-to-day lives? Because this isn't just some neat mental trick. It completely transforms your experience of life through the simple but incredibly powerful act of saying thank you. The process is actually pretty simple. First, you start at zero. You really internalize that nothing is owed to you. Second, you start consciously reframing everything you have not as a right, but as a gift, a bonus. And then the final step, which is the best part, you actually let yourself feel the joy that comes with getting an unexpected gift. And this mindset changes literally everything. A simple meal can be a source of complaint or a reason for genuine thanks. A phone call from your partner can be an annoyance, or it can be proof that someone cares about you. The sound of kids making noise can be frustrating, or it can be a celebration of the life you have in your home. It's the exact same event, but a completely different experience.
So let's bring this all the way back to our original question. If the person who's always chasing more money is never satisfied, then who is the one who's truly rich?
Well, true wealth gets a total redefinition. It's not about how big your bank account is, it's about how big your sense of gratitude is. It's the ability to be happy with one's portion. Now, this isn't about giving up or resigning yourself. No way. It's about finding an absolutely immense richness in the life you have right this very second.
And just like that, the paradox we started with just dissolves. When you can genuinely appreciate what you have as a bonus, that frantic, unsatisfying chase for more just starts to lose its power over you. Why? Because you already feel wealthy.
So we'll end on this one last thought. What if, paradoxically, the most powerful way to attract more good things into your life isn't by demanding them, but by being profoundly, deeply grateful for the things you already have? It's something to think about. Thanks for joining me.